Hey guys, Forever Retro 82 here. Hope you're doing all well this evening. It's Sunday, about 8 o'clock p.m. And finally had time to sit down and actually do something, and I decided to go ahead and do a Let's Play, or how far can I get, consider it what you will. Usually I label on the video what kind of video it's going to be, because I haven't played this game in a while. But the game we're going to be doing, obviously, according to the title, is Crackdown for the Sega Genesis. It's a pretty fun game. It's a mixture of espionage and I don't know what the deal is with that. Espionage and action. You sneak into a facility, plant bombs, ergo repeat about 4 levels. I think it's 4 levels. It's a pretty awesome game, but the thing that makes it interesting is it's a port of an arcade game. As you can see here, it's made by Sega. You know, interesting, cool-looking game. Cool-looking arcade cabinet. You know, as much as time period, it was excellent. Here's something that doesn't make sense to me, and if any of you know the story behind it, let me know, okay? There was a Genesis port of this game made by Sage's Creation. Now, Sage's Creation had some pretty good ports from arcade to console. There's Crackdown and Sector X and Devilish: The Next Possession, which was a Breakout game, or Breakout's design. And in the midst of that, it basically, think of if Breakout had an adventure mode, it's this game. And it has music by Hitoshi Sakimoto, which is so good. And they rebooted the games somewhat for the Nintendo DS, I think in 2009 or 2010, and it was absolute shit. The music sucked. The gameplay was hit or miss. It didn't have the flair of the original. I don't even know why they bothered, but I don't even know why they brought it back. I mean, if they had Hitoshi Sakimoto on board, and they had I don't know, if the same guys who created the original game, I think it would have been a fantastic reboot, but it wasn't. It was just a cash-in, you know, they wanted to bring a classic game back in a way that was just bare bones bullshit. And Sector X, of course, is an arcade game, and the Genesis version is a lot different from the arcade version. The arcade version was you're some cutesy little beat kid, and you were shooting stuff. And this, you're a full-grown guy, and it's got like a whole overhaul. Not to say that's a good thing, because the game is a dirty whore. It's really cheap, and it pisses me off, and I hate it. Now back to Crackdown. Now here's the question, and here's what brings my piss to a boil in terms of sensibility. This is a Sega game, right? Sega, made by Sega, right? It's a Sega-made arcade game. Now, why does Sega's Creation have to take a fucking arcade game made by Sega and put it on the Sega console? The Genesis is Sega's console, obviously, right? Why the hell did they have to port it over? Oh my god, my head hurts. Okay, you know what? I don't know. I don't really care. But if you know the reasoning behind this, let me know. So, let's get this underway, huh? Right. So the story is pretty much a plot of kind of like a cult that wants to conquer the world, as always. So the federal government sends some agents in to take care of the problem, and like I said, you bomb them, and that's pretty much it. Trust me, the plot is pretty much bare bones. Okay, so I want to explain something when it comes to options in a video game. If the game gives you the option to give a good amount of continues, which is credit in this regard, ammo and super bombs without a code, take advantage of it, because it's not going to affect the ending. Okay, and the point of a game is to get to the ending. And now, if you want to be some hardcore motherfucker that just wants to show off, then go for it. That you can do that in your own time, and if that gives you respect and props, and that gets your testosterone dick all hard, by all means. But as for me, I just play games to play games. That's all there is to it. So you get these little cutscenes before every new stage. So we're about to enter stage 1. So it's showing you basically, not to be redundant, basically the basis of the game. You're going to be planting bombs, and you're going to shoot enemies, and well, you'll see. You'll notice that the screen here is very small. The play field is extremely small. And I find that to be interesting because, you know, this was pretty unique for its time. Not to say it's unique as in, oh my god, it's groundbreaking, because it's not. You know, it's a port of an arcade game. It was a way to play arcade games in your home, which is cool. I mean, that's what I liked about the Genesis, is a lot of games were ported to it that were arcade games, and you were able to play games in the home. And a lot of people say, well, that was the cause of the death of the arcade. That's debatable. It really is. I love arcades, and I hate to see them not be here anymore, but at the same time, I mean, other than barcades, there's really no reason to have them. I mean, new arcade games, it's just, nah. They don't have the appeal anymore, but I love a classic. Dude, if there's a classic arcade, you know, to where you can go and play old games and talk to people and shit, that'd be dope. I mean, but I'm just saying, like, what I mean is, like, new arcade games. Did you see that? That motherfucker just shot his own buddy. That's funny. I don't care if you're on my side, bitch. I'm gonna end your ass. Use a bomb there. Make short work of that cocksucker. One thing that really kind of, well, it kind of sucks, at least in my opinion, about this game, is the music is too chill. You know what I mean? Like, you can just sit back and chill to it. And this isn't the kind of game you want chill music on. You want this game to have some action, adrenaline-driven game music. Like this right here just sounds like some really broken-ass porn music. Here, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit so you can hear it. I can actually see two people fucking to this. Get it, bitch. Let's turn it back down. Okay, hopefully that wasn't too low. OBS and me have a love-hate relationship. It's like the volumes don't work. Like, never mind. Just never mind. Fuck it. I don't want to use too many bombs because there's a couple parts, in order to get past them, you need to use the bomb. It's ridiculous. And I'll show you it and point it out and, you know, all that good stuff. Okay, I'm going to use the bazooka because I'm basically out of machine gun ammo. I don't understand why you got to have two guns. I mean, there's parts where you do have to use the bazooka in order to get past certain parts, but they could have easily just allowed you to use the machine gun to do that. Fuck it, I'm gonna use it, just get them out of my way. Okay, thank you, come again. This is an interesting facility. I wonder who the hell built this shithole. Obviously, it wasn't, you know, Gozer. Or the followers of Gozers. Or some other mythical god of bullshit. This game had one of the biggest surprise endings to me, and hopefully I get there so you can see it too. But what gave it away is the Amiga box art, so, you know, if you want to pause this video and look up the box art, you can see who the main protagonist is. Or antagonist. I always get those two mixed up. You know what, fuck you. Spawn. Alright, that last one I have to save. If any of you own that Act Games, oh, we got some Alu Akbar guys coming up. Yep. Yep, call me a racist. I don't give a fuck. Actually, you know what they look like? You guys ever played Serious Sam? The guys with the grenades in their hands, but that don't have heads, and they're like, "Ah!" And then Serious Sam's is like, "Ah, yourself!" And then a shit ton of them come towards you, and he's like, "Uh-oh." Cutscene. So we're going to stage 2. It looks like they're looking at a strobe light or something. I wonder if they smoked a joint or two and listened to some Typo Negative and put on a strobe light, which is fun. If any of you enjoy heavy metal and do stuff, give that a try. It's actually really fun. Ah, those glorious teen years. We used to play Skate or Die, stoned as hell. Ah, yeah. Good times, good times. Let's get back to the fucking game. There's really not much to say. I mean, it's just, you're just planting bombs, and it's a fun game though, and you should give it a try. If it looks like something you enjoy. If you look at it and you're like, this looks kind of meh, mundane or whatever, then maybe you don't. Now, this kind of shit pisses me off. These fucking overhead games should not have platforms. They should be outlawed. I'm serious. This shit fucking blows. Because if you just make one wrong move, you're dead. It's ridiculous. I didn't explain the controls. I feel like an asshole. Right, so A picks your arms between machine gun and cannon. C is bomb, and B is to shoot, obviously. That's it. Ooh, I almost fell off that shit. God damn it. You will die a lot, unless you're just God's gift to gaming, which I'm not. Okay, now I just gotta focus here, and 1, and 2. Fuck! No! God damn it. Shove it up your ass! I know I am running out of time, cunt. Okay. Jesus. I hate platforms and overhead games. Gremlins 2 pulls that shit. So does that game. This game, and I think Rygar does too in the final stage. You know what? I don't know. I'm getting old. My memories are going out the door. All I do know is it fucking sucks, and it shouldn't have to be in a video game, especially one where... So this place hires monkeys. You see that shit? What are they gonna do? Just hop around and fuck your head. That's about it. They're gonna stick their dick right in your ear and just go to town. Why the hell? Maybe they like that sort of shit? I don't know. That's a good way to get rid of ear infections, I guess. They fuck it out of you. But seriously, monkeys? I mean, I always thought Kiki the Monkey and Zelda Link to the Past was weird, but this is something else. I need to keep that bomb. Oh shit, yep. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay. And you'll see why. You're probably thinking, why are you so worried about a bomb? Yeah. Yeah, you'll find out. I'll point it out to you. It's fucking stupid. There's one up there. Okay, I need to not use it. Oh my fucking god. Are you serious? As you can see, this game is not perfect at all. It has very touchy hitboxes. And this kind of shit's fucking stupid. Flamethrowers. I always hated flamethrowers in overhead games because you hardly have any kind of strategy against them. It's ridiculous. It's like they have the initiative, I guess. Not the initiative. I can't form my words tonight. Fuck it. Talking sucks. Right. Let's just. Okay. Now, for this, you may be asking yourself, shoot the motherfucker! God damn! How you get across from there? Simple. You just keep shooting this and then it falls down. How are you supposed to figure that out? Well, guess what? Tough tits. So, I've been trying to get into Breath of the Wild Zelda for Switch, like trying to get into it and enjoy it. I can't. It's not fun to me at all. I mean, people are like, oh, but you can explore and do this and that and this and that. I see a whole lots of nothing in that game. Yeah, I'm sure there's shrines, some, you know, and the map is ginormous, so they're out there. But, I don't know, I just can't get into the game. I probably, like, the first Zelda is probably one of my least favorite Zeldas of all time, next to Majora's Mask, but I'll have to put that at number 3. At number 3, I'll have to put that. And why don't I like Majora's Mask? It's one of those guess-so games, where you have to continually guess where you have to be, at what time, at what place, to get a new mask. It's stupid. I don't like games like that. It's cryptic. And as I explained many times in the past, I don't like cryptic games at all. I don't like games where you have to figure shit out on your own, that you're just left with no clue. If you're given a clue, there's no, that's fine. But if you're not given a clue, just like with Castlevania 2. That shit was annoying as hell, and I'm pretty sure most of you who've played Castlevania 2 know what I'm talking about. The fucking clues and hints were useless. And it wasn't until, you know, many years later when ROM hacking became a normal thing, where people were able to make a proper Castlevania 2. There's plenty of them out there. Anyways, I'm gonna be awfully close. Alright, now, this is why you need the bomb. You need to walk past this, and then set the bomb, and then keep moving to get past it. Otherwise, you'll get hit by the thing and die, and have to hopefully not run out of time. Alright, we finished that stage. Onwards to the next. Now, that crazy guy that's laughing with the little afro going on, the blue afro, he's a scientist in this game. He's basically this game's boss fight, and I use that term loosely because it's not really a fight at all. You'll see when I get there. It's pretty... very underwhelming. So I tried to buy this game not too long ago when I had a little bit of spending money, and... God damn it. And unfortunately, you know, the game's gone up, just like every other fucking 8 and 16-bit game out there. Now, oh, those crates, they say Sega. Oh, I miss Sega. Yes, I still realize they still exist, but at the same fucking time, they make nothing but stupid garbage Sonic games. One was a garbage game and the other one was a hack, and I don't care. A lot of fans of that game want to fucking have arguments with me that it's not a hack, it's made by the guy who's ported the Sonic and Sega properties to the mobile game market, and I think a few other ROM hackers themselves are like, okay, make a game since we can't do it, or something like that. That's what I heard. I don't know how true that is. I haven't looked it up because that's how little I care about it. If I care little about something, I'm not going to do any kind of research on it because there's no point. I got better things to do with my time, like play video games. What? Oh, there's one down. Doggy. Anywho, now I'll admit I didn't buy Sonic Mania, but I know someone who has, and I played it. And I was not interested in it at all. I got to the third stage, gave him the controller, and he's like, what, you done? I said, yep. They're like, you don't like it? And I'm like, nope. They're like, why? I'm like, it's just the same old shit with a fresh coat of paint. There's nothing new about it, nothing different that I care. I mean, it was cool that, you know, it threw in like Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine like out of a whim. It was just, that was cool, but I don't know. I just don't like it. I'm not a fan. I wasn't a fan. I mean, it was a step in the right direction, I guess, for Sonic fans, but god damn it, can't they make a new Streets of Rage already? Or how about a new Golden Axe? Or a Vector Man, for fuck's sake. I would like a new Vector Man. They were supposed to make one for PS2 and it never came out, and that kind of pisses me off because I would have loved, god damn it, a new Vector Man. And yeah, I remember talking to somebody not too long ago about Vector Man. He says it sucked dick. And if he's watching this video, he probably knows who he is. And you can go fuck yourself because that game is awesome. It's a fun little action game. Windows 10 just gave me a thing. So Windows 10 just had an update. And it's fucking with my hard drive space. But I'll deal with it later. God damn it. Alright, two things I want to say before I continue. First of all, why did they have high score things in video games? Why do they have high score tables? When you turn off the game, the high score goes away. And no one in their right mind is going to play the game for hours so they can go, hey, look at my high score, that's badass. I mean, sure, if you play it on an emulator, you can save, like, the state so your high score is saved. But is that really necessary? Why even bother even putting in high score tables in retro games back then? Back then, I still didn't know why they did that. It made me just sit there and think, like, what the fuck? And this game's biggest problem, I'm going to go ahead and get it out of the way, is the firing rate of the enemies. It's far too quick. You have little time to react, if any time at all. Sometimes you just gotta just die and just continue moving on. Because there's no other way around it. Unless you're God's gift to gaming. Which some testosterone-filled alpha male morons think they are. I'm the best at everything! Yeah, fuck off. You're the best at being annoying, perhaps. Alright, let's get to the exit. Kind of reminds me of the episode of South Park. Beefcake! Fuck off. Annoying swine. Right on. So why did I choose this game out of all the games out there? Well, I want to beat as many games on this channel as I possibly can. Without using save states, unless I get just so annoyed to the point where I just don't even want to deal with it. Which I have done in the past on some games, and I do apologize. I don't do that often. It's just, you know, I don't need hypertension right now. I got anxiety as it is, you know, in my life on a daily basis. I don't need to be getting any more ailments. I rode 13 miles on a bike, on my exercise bike yesterday, and my legs are fucking killing me right now. Feels like someone beat me in the legs with a baseball bat, which I had done in school. God damn it. So fucking retarded. Just die a lot. There's like almost no way around it whatsoever. I wish there was. And perhaps there is that I'm not seeing, but fuck it. I'm just going with what I know and I'm going to stick to it. See what I mean? Like you have little react time. And you can't, like, get level enough to where you can hit. Now, if someone was a ROM hacker, I would ask them, like, hey, do you think you could, like, maybe make some kind of spread gun in this game? Tell me. Is that right to put in a video game? A fucking moving platform like that? I mean, look at that. It's irritating, man. It's irritating. Who in their fucking at the table said, okay, let's make an overhead game of espionage and action, but let's go ahead and put moving platforms because that shit's awesome. If you could jump, that would be fine, but you can't. And if any of you have owned those at-game Sega Genesis, this was probably included in because I noticed most of them has this game included in it. Okay, I can't really remember how this is done, but I'll do my best. I think there's just, like, you know, it's like one of those... Oh, maybe not. Like, God, I'm probably gonna run out of time here. Okay, some aspects of this game just flat out suck. Enemy rate of fire and your hitbox so goddamn touchy! Who fucking cares what my name is? Go to hell. Alright, I'm gonna have to take this a little slower and hope to Christ I don't get hit. Now, you guys saw that, right? But that's the only way to go. At least that I'm seeing. Yep, I'm gonna run out of time. It's the only way to go. Oh my fucking god. Yes! God, that was... Oh, I was gonna kill... That happens way too often on this. Tell me those guys don't look like Bill and Lance. Or Billy... No, Billy and Jimmy Lee. You see that shit. They're fucking Billy and Jimmy Lee with guns. Speaking of, have you ever played the Game Gear game of Double Dragon? One of the worst ports of Double Dragon, if you want to consider it that. Oh, I remember this stage. This stage, you have no choice but to die. Unless someone can show me otherwise. Sorry, I need my little dose of nicotine. Yay, more monkeys. You want to fuck my ear? You probably do, you little shit. Now, here's why you die. Other than that. You get close to those gun turns, they fire at you at ridiculously high rates. And... Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm getting annoyed, as you can probably tell. Oh, yeah, and they can shoot through fucking barriers like that makes any goddamn sense. Yeah, I can see why now. Why did you choose to play this game again? I like the game. Wow, I actually dodged that. Like, literally. I've never done that before. But like I said, it's been a while since I played the game, so maybe my skills as a gamer maybe improved 0.01%. Bomb. Fuck off. This game's so unfair sometimes. I have nothing to say. I just suck. Is that a dog? Here's a bomb for you. I don't have time to dick with your asses. Okay, so I didn't get killed by missile launchers, but I get killed by dogs and puppies. If gaming had resumes, I'd be in deep shit. Oh, this stage is, you basically have to kill balls, if memory serves me. And plant bombs. So, balls and bombs. That sounds like an Atari game. Hey, Atari Age, get on that shit. Let's make a game called Bombs and Balls. And it could be like a Kaboom clone. I'd like that. I love Kaboom. You guys ever play Kaboom? It's a fun-ass game. It's very zen-like. You can just sit there and play it and not even think. You know? But it's not a game I would, you know, do a how far can I get or anything, because it doesn't end. And I play games that have Excuse me, fucking A. I'm drinking green tea and it's making me belch like a motherfucker tonight. Anywho. Green tea. I've been drinking a lot of green tea because I heard it helps with weight loss, and you know, I've been riding my exercise bike on the daily, and I've been trying to watch my diet. I've been trying Get off me, cocksucker! I got 4 continues left. Okay, I think I got this. I think this will be good. I think because we're almost at the end of the game. I think, if memory serves me. Anyhow, I forgot what I was talking about. See. Well, with green tea, I've been trying to drink that. God damn it! This is why I don't like to talk and play at the same time. I can't concentrate. I lose. Each and every fucking time. That guy just that ball just morphed into a dude. This is some... They had to have been smoking some really good weed when they made this game. I like the idea. Pass, puff, puff, give, motherfucker. Oh, I forgot one back here. I'm probably gonna have to spam bombs here in a minute. Because these little slimes are annoying me. Trash bag bunch. You guys remember those? There were these little action figures that you put in like a cup of water and they would have like an Alka-Seltzer in it, and then the little material that was in there like would melt away in the cup and you'd have an action figure. It was very gimmicky, but the idea was still kind of neat. God damn it. This is not at all a bad game. I'm just shit at it, like every other game I play. I mean, some people say that, you know, my Risky Woods playthrough was just awesome, and I appreciate that. It's comments like that that make me keep playing, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoy all my other playthroughs I put on here. I'm trying, you know, like I said, I'm trying to make a place for all of us can chill with retro games and have conversations and whatnot. And I complain a lot. I'm sorry. I need to find a way to stop that. Because I know it just creates very irritating Let's Plays, hearing someone bitch. But I can't help but bitch. Like, you got dudes that can shoot shit through a wall. That's fucking retarded. And what the hell just killed me there? Oh, someone just appeared below me. Jesus Christ. I just went ahead and used that because fuck it. See, like shit like that. That's cheap. Shit, I'm running out of... Oh, there's this part. I totally forgot about this part. Shit. I'm trying, hold on. Damn it. Okay. I need to learn this. If I can. Damn it. I'm not gonna learn this. There's no way. Done. Sorry, guys. Because up here, it's the same fucking thing. Yep. Sorry. And they make you start all over again. I just need to study it. But it looks random as hell. It doesn't even look like a thing you can even learn. You know, Game Ground for this system did the same thing as their final boss. Is you would have to have a shit ton of guys that could shoot missiles. Like, you forget it. I need to concentrate. I need to learn that fucking laser, otherwise we're not going to see the end of the game. Like, you can see how cheap some of this shit in this game is. You can't... Sometimes you just... It just... Can't think. Last credit. Now, let me see if I can learn this. If I can, great. If I can't, then it's game over. Okay, let me see. Okay. I have this 5 lives to do it. I don't think I'm gonna do it though. Because this, I remember this part being hard as shit. Of course. Why should I expect any fucking less? And they offer to give you grenades, but they put them in death traps. Oh, I forgot about this part.